What do rewards have to do with emotional eating and overeating? Oh my gosh, so much. I want to make you a bet. If you're somebody who is ready to end the struggle with overeating and emotional eating, if you're somebody who's serious about creating peace with food, I'm going to bet you that there is something that you could be doing more of that would make things a whole lot more pleasant and a whole lot easier and keep you more motivated as you do the work that you're doing to get the results that you want. I'm also going to bet you that when I start to talk about this, you'll probably roll your eyes and think, oh, that's not that important, or that this doesn't really apply to you. We need to talk about rewards, and we need to talk about the fact that achieving your goal is not enough of a reward. If I had $1 or even a quarter for all the women who have told me, oh, I don't need to reward myself, I don't need to do something nice for myself, when I achieve this goal, that will be a reward enough, that will be it, I'll be so happy, I would be living on a private island somewhere. I'd be living a very nice life. Here's the thing. Change is difficult, even if it's a change you really want to make. Think about it. Changing your behavior, your thoughts, your automatic patterns, your deeply ingrained rituals, that's a process of asking yourself to move this way when automatically you want to move this way. It's difficult, it's challenging, and we are literally hardwired with our habits and our rituals to want to continue on and do what's familiar. Asking ourselves to change is difficult, and doing the hard work to show up, especially in those initial stages of making change, it's a lot of work, and we can easily burn out or run out of the willpower and the discipline that is required in part for us to do those beginning stages of trying to do things differently. When you're trying to change, it's really important that there's something in it for you, and that it's not 50 miles down the road when you achieve that big, huge goal you've set. It's really important to create positive feedback and celebrations and things that allow our brain and our bodies to feel good about continuing to get in there and fight this fight and do the struggling and trying to do things and see things and think about things differently. Anytime I work with a client, I will tell them, okay, we need to set some goals, but we also need to set some milestones, signs of progress along the way, and places along the way where you are going to stop and you are going to celebrate and you are going to reward yourself and fill up your tank again so that you not only have the energy to keep going, but that you have the inspiration and the motivation and the zest to stay on that journey until those habits and routines and new ways of thinking become automatic parts of your life. I want you to think about what it is you're trying to do right now, what it is you're trying to do today. What are the hard things, the places where you need to show up for yourself? If you're working at being mindful when you eat your lunch, that's a challenge. And if it's not automatic right now, I want you to think about, okay, so what kind of rewards can I put in place for myself if I show up for myself in this way? If I mindfully eat my lunch for the next 4 days or until the end of the week, how am I going to celebrate that? How am I going to acknowledge that to myself and reward myself for that? If you're trying to establish a habit of journaling or paying more attention to your feelings or putting your fork down during your meal or whatever the thing is that you're trying to do, paying attention to your hidden hungers if you've taken my quiz and that's something that you are experimenting with. Right now, stop and think about not just the final goal that you've set for yourself, but what are some milestone places? What are the hard things that you're trying to achieve? The first 7 days or the first time that you do this? And concretely, I want you to decide right now, how will you reward yourself and celebrate yourself when you show up and do that thing? When you reward yourself, when you acknowledge your progress, when you learn how to see the good that you're doing, you're going to create a cycle of positive motivation and momentum that is going to help keep you forward on this path to creating peace with food. If you like this tip, you want more tips and strategies and inspiration to make peace with food, be sure that you subscribe to this channel and be sure that you go to toomuchonherplate.com and take the Hidden Hungers quiz. It's absolutely free. It will help you identify what your dominant hidden hunger is and where the best place is to get started, or what your next best step is for taking control and creating real lasting freedom from overeating.